So let me ease back on the fast forward now. Oh, let me just keep fast forwarding. Let's go to the math class. We've seen this before. Okay, so this is new. I think this is new. I need to go sign up for track. I want to join the team, but I wonder if Oko-san is having a fit again. I'll find out when I get there. Cool. A Hyoko appears. Is this a challenge then? Choose your weapon, ma'am, and draw. A fit he is having, though not over-putting. Not really. I want to join the team. Do you know where the captain is? He stands before you. Oko-san is the captain, and a faster bird the world has never known. I never knew. Well, here, my forms, thank you. A dove never refuses a challenge. Commence the entrance examination. There's an exam. Of course, track isn't daisy chain making, missy. That's kinda sexist. Screw you, buddy. Oko-san will be your opponent in noble combat, sprint or long distance. The one he likes more is long distance, by the way. Long distance, you've got guts, let us begin. On your mark, get set, go. Alright, and he runs off. How is he so fast? He can't even fly this fast. Apparently Oko-san can run really, really fast. Alright, panting. You're still weak, but you've got potential. Welcome to the team. Thanks, I guess. That's all, folks. And so I joined the track team. Who knew doves could run like that? So that's Oko-san. Sitting at home is so relaxing. Tomorrow's the class hike. Should I prepare anything? Okay, so this is... I've read that before. Alright, let's go talk to Oko-san. I wonder where Oko-san went. I haven't seen him since we stopped here. It's not here! The pudding is not here! So, yes. It's so dumb. This part of, like, this dating stuff is... It's not, like, it's... The dating sim stuff is just... I don't know why they did it. It just seems like a really bad idea, like, because... Like, look, conceptually you might think it's an interesting idea, because what they're doing is, they say, okay, well, we'll use this dating sim mechanic to introduce all the characters. And after you get to know all the characters, then we have the real story where all of these stories weave together into something big and interesting. So you think, well, that's okay, that's fair enough. You introduce all the characters with all, like, each one has a weird quirk, and then afterwards you realize how the quirks come together into a much bigger story in the end, and that sounds interesting. The problem, it just takes so long, and you have to dredge through so much crap just to get the introductions. Like, it's just this preliminary stuff is just way too much and way too boring. Anyway, the pudding's not here, he says. It's missing. Did you bring it to eat for lunch? No, Oko-san believed that wonderful pudding would be found on hikes. Is there a kind of pudding that lives in the mountains? Oko-san would now search elsewhere for the pudding. And he's gone. What kind of pudding is he looking for anyway? Alright, so again, electives. This is not useful. Let's just fast forward through this stuff. I imagine you're well aware, but the sports festival is right around the corner. Please think about what you would do. Sports festival season already. If it were in the fall, it would conflict with the cultural festival, so it's always been in May. What are you going to do, Ryuta? I haven't decided, but probably the three-legged race. Somebody has to. Oko-san will handle the marathon. Indeed he will. You do have a lot of stamina, Oko-san. How about you, Sakuya? You can't possibly be expecting me to run in some race, can you? It's a sports festival. Is there an event that doesn't involve running? How about being a cheerleader? The general, in other words. Very well, leave it to me. So we've read this before. We've read this before. First aid team, etc, etc. That's all for today. Alright, let me just skip to that. We've read this before. Sports festival. We're going to the marathon. I'm just gonna show you the Oko-san stuff before we get to the real story. You're running the marathon too, Hyoko. Yep, someone needs to act as female representative. Good luck, Oko-san. Never worry, never fear. Oko-san never brings up the rear. Okay. Swift as the wind as usual. I think he came in first, but I can't see from here. I better do my best too. Alright. And, alright, exam. Oh crap, I just skipped. You guys saw that, right? You guys saw that. They just put that in right behind stuff that we've seen before, and there was no pause. So if you fast forward, I want to see that. I want to see what that is. All right, you are gonna sit here with me as we go through this, and somehow try to see everything there is to see. Oh man. Because like as I said, so much of the stuff is just repetitive. It's just stuff you've seen before, and then there's a little bit of new stuff, and it's just you just blink and it's gone. It's bad design. It's bad game design. The story isn't this bad, but they made it this bad by designing the game this way. This is so. It's such a shame. This is such a shame. Like, when your game can be made several times better by cutting out like a third of the content, that's a real shame. Because they spend so much work on things that makes the game worse. You know what I mean? Alright, we're gonna... Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Track team. Yes, 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 yes. Here's the gym class. None of this is... So much of this is just... Like the 10th time you see... Okay, sports festival. The 10th time you see the same dialogue, it's just... Why? Like, why? Why did they think this was a good idea? Alright, midterm exam. We've read this, Tosaka, yes. I don't think you did too badly. Not too... No, sorry, you did badly. Alright. So the only way to do well at the test is if you study math every time you get an elective. Not that it makes any difference. Okay. This is new? This is new. Alright, let's go. I've had this dream a lot recently. I can see a little house on the other side of the fence. I wonder who lives there. I don't think it's anyone I know. Ryota is next to me and my parents are here too. We're all together again, but... Mom, Dad, hey, wake up, please. Okay. Dreaming about our parents. Let me just save the game in case I skip through something important again. Better hurry back to class. Hi, every bird, huh? There's a pile of overturned desks in the middle of the floor. Ryota is overturned next to them. Rock doves' underwings and bellies are light, so they look pretty different upside down. I mean, wait, what's going on? Oko-san and Sakuya are... I look up to see the two of them at each other's throats in the corner. I think we might have a diplomatic incident on our hands. What happened, Ryota? Sakuya was making fun of Oko-san. He called him a stupid mongrel who only thinks about imaginary pudding, and he said he was ashamed to be in the same class. That's... accurate? I mean, Oko-san is a nutcase and I don't know what he's saying half the time, but he really does like pudding. Either way, Oko-san kind of went for the jugular end. You tried to pull them apart and Oko-san used wing attack on you. Yes, your only hope now, Hyoko. Okusan would not allow Pudding or himself to be ridiculed. You will apologize. You tell me to take back my word, I shall not. A mongrel like you hasn't even the right to speak to me. Okusan is not a mongrel. The battle still rages, and it looks like Ryota's sacrifice was in vain. I should... The interesting thing is that Okusan is actually not a mongrel. Okusan is... because he's more of a bird than all the other birds. All the other birds have become intelligent somehow. Whereas Okusan is an original bird. So, like, Okusan is more pureblood than any of the other guys. Anyway, let's go them both. Okusan, calm down. Do you think Okusan can calm down after such insults? Well, mongrel, Tosaka's on my side. You too, Sakuya, you have acted immaturely. What? No more fighting, you two. Take this for Ryuta. I grabbed them both and hurled them out the window into the courtyard. Stay out there and think about what you've done, jeez. Like that, like it's just... Is it supposed to be funny? Maybe it's a little bit funny. Is it interesting? It's a little bit interesting. Did we learn anything new about those characters? No, we didn't learn anything new about those characters. It's just bad story writing. It's just fluff, you know, it's just padding. Anyway, I feel like I'm shining today for some reason. I wonder what I should do during break. Go to the cafeteria. I think I'll eat at the cafeteria today. Excuse me, one half-dead fried rice please. Haven't we read this before? I think we have. My favorite. No, this is wrong. A fake, a vicious lie. A familiar voice indeed. This is not pudding. I know you said so, come on, let's eat outside. We can't horse around in here. Like, how... It's a little bit funny, but it's like... What, how many times do we have to have him fight Pudding? Like, you go through hours, literally hours of this. And it's just him and Pudding for hours and hours. And let's just keep going. What's going on? Not that I can't tell by looking. San saw the Pudding here and went nuts. There's nothing new. Like, you don't learn anything new about them at all. It's just, why are we doing this again? Why are we doing this again? Why do you have to tell me this story 5 times? Let me just go through this. Alright, and then you have to punch one of them. Let me just punch him. Like, we just did this, right? It was him and Pudding in a fight, and then it was him and Pudding in a fight. Like, we literally just did that twice. And we learned nothing new about any of the characters doing that. Alright, let's just skip this stuff. Tanabata. Bamboo tree in the plaza. Go make a wish. Alright. So Ryuta, so this is part of his story, right? May mother stay healthy this year and my stomach get better. So Ryuta himself is weak and his mother is also sick. That's him. This is Oko-san. Oko-san can't actually write because he's a bird. So he just kind of messes up a piece of paper a little bit. I mean, it's kind of funny. The problem is just it's the same joke. It's the same joke over and over again. Anyway, that's Oko-san. What should I wish for? We're not gonna go for the Fallen Angel again. Let's go for Conquer the World by Force. Kasuaki. Did we talk to him last time, Mr. Nanaki? You should be careful out this late. It can be dangerous for a girl, you know. I was about to head home. Would you like me to walk you to your place? Sure. Yes, please. Did we see this before? I don't think so. I think I said no last time. So let's just see anything new. Mr. Naki demonstrated some extreme sleeping on the way home, but we arrived eventually. Your house is very rustic, Tosaka. I like it this way. It's wonderful to have a place to come back to, isn't it? Wonderful indeed. He looks a little sad. Sir, see you tomorrow. Don't forget your homework. And so he left, a somewhat hollow-sounding farewell echoing behind him. Or was it just my imagination? So, like every bird has a much bigger backstory that you can't access until you unlock the actual story. So after we go through the actual story, this will make sense. But until then, this is useless to you. This is the waste of your reading because it's like they're foreshadowing something very non-specific, but it's like the first time you see it, like you have to wait, you have to go through the same thing a dozen more times, and you have to wait like literally 5 hours at least before you actually find out what the story is. I just think it's a bad idea. I just wish they hadn't done that. Anyway. Yeah, that, like, you don't know what that means. I know what that means because I've seen the story. But you don't know. So it's like... anyway. Integral calculus is educational candy. I'm not prepared to accept this. Just throwaway stuff. All of this is throwaway stuff. Stuff that don't really add anything to the game at all. Today is swim class. All these damn tight clinging feathers are making my heart race. Okay. Hyoko is a human. Can you still swim? Yep. Oko-san challenges you to a race then. Oko-san has never swum against a humanoid. So you're fast in the water as well as on land. Naturally, Oko-san is the fastest in all things. Alright, let's go. Get set, go. Oko-san is running across the top of the water with incredible speed before the signal has stopped ringing in my ears. That's not swimming. Oko-san is victorious, you are slow, Hyoko. And so I learned that I would need to redefine my very concept of swimming before hoping to defeat Oko-san. Again, fluff. Doesn't actually add anything. It's like, it's a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny. Doesn't actually tell a useful story or a good story. Alright, gonna get another test back. And new stuff. If we pressed fast forward, we would have missed this. Dead dream again. Ryota, my parents, and me at a stranger's house. The strange bird who comes to me is a magician. He says he'll grant any wish that Ryota and I make. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day.